What's up, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing classified Tiger Force. And I saw a meme the other day that showed, it implied that if you go to Ross and buy G.I. Joe figures, that you're a clown. Now, I can kind of agree with that if, you're just going there to buy as much as you can for as cheap as possible so that you can jack up the price and sell them on eBay or sell them at your store or whatever. But if you're like me and you just want to buy figures that, I wouldn't have bought these for 25 bucks a piece. I didn't care that much about them, but now I'm kind of like, $6 a piece, I can do that. That's doable. But I think the Ross thing is over now that Christmas is over, because I went in there and the shelves are wiped. They still had a couple Outbacks, a couple Tomex and Zamots, but the toys in general were just wiped. And if I would have known that that stuff was only going on till Christmas, I would have shopped differently. And I'm not mad. There's nobody that could have said, yeah, we're just doing this for Christmas, and then after that, everything extra we're getting rid of. Because that's what it looked like they did. I don't think they sold all that. They had a lot, and those shelves are empty now. But, oh well. Now I don't have to go to Ross every day to go check in on stuff and look like a weirdo while that loss prevention person greets me over and over again. But speaking of Tiger Force is lame. I've always thought that. The only good thing about Tiger Force was when I went into 7th grade, I started playing G.I. Joe again. And Tiger Force was a good way because all the figures were repaints of original characters. So it was a good way to get characters back that you couldn't buy anymore because there was no eBay and they didn't sell them in the store. Once the wave was over, they moved on to the next one, and they didn't sell both waves at the same time. I think Star Wars did that a little bit. G.I. Joe never did. G.I. Joe never looked back until repaints of these Tiger Force figures came out. So it was cool, I can get Bazooka again, except now he looks lame, but it's the same figure, he's just painted different. And then you could get vehicles that they stopped making, you get them again, they're just painted different and they look lame. But you could always repaint. Repainting the vehicles is easy. You get a can of spray paint. Figures, a little different story. I remember seeing the commercial for these Tiger Force figures. Not these, but the original ones. My mom still gives me a bad time about it because the commercial came on and I just hit record on the VCR because I was like, sweet, and I hit record. And it turned out, for some reason, most VHS tapes, they have this little square. And if you break the tab out, or if that tab, when you bought a movie, that tab is out. But when you bought a blank tape, it had that little tab so that you could record. And when you filled that tape up, as much as you, with everything that you want on it, and it's this tape is done, it's permanent, I don't want to erase it, you could break that little tab off, and then if somebody tried to record on it, they couldn't. They wouldn't do it. Cassette tapes were like that too. For some reason, the tape in the VCR, when I hit record for that Tiger Force commercial that came on, it didn't have that, and it recorded, and it just happened to be a copy of my mom's movie that she bought, It's a Wonderful Life. So at the very end, when they're having that big dramatic ending, right in the middle of it, this Tiger Force commercial pops on for about 20 seconds. So, sorry, Mom. Although she did tell me that now she kind of likes to watch that part because it reminds her of me. But without further ado, let's open these Tiger Force figures. Let's start with Recondo. Alright, Recondo was one of those characters I could take him or leave him. What I really don't like about these classified Tiger Force figures is they made the regular ones and these, and they're both the same. Just it's a repaint essentially. But I wish I would have found the ones that were painted like the originals. That would be cool. That would have been a lot more exciting because I was on the fence about buying these.
These weapons are a lot easier to take out than the other ones because they're not all taped in.
He looks very Recondo. He's even got a mullet that kept him 80s. Comes with a hat, a machete that goes, it fits in his holster. That's cool. goes in his holster, and they even made it right so it's like the opening's big and gets small, so it slides in really easy, but it actually sticks in place pretty good. He's got his pistol, goes in his holster, and these guns and holsters on 6-inch figures work a lot better than on the 3 3/4, or should I say the 4-inch anniversary figures. So one disappointing thing about the anniversary figures is that, like, they're kind of whatever size, you know. They're not 3. I think at first they were 3 3/4. I got a Destro that's so much taller than everybody else, and then they kept his gun pretty damn close to the original gun. Yeah, pretty cool. And his tiger stripes aren't like his suit. His outfit's not totally loud like the original 80s ones. He's not all bright orange. He's actually a decent figure. But I still would have rather had the original one that's same mold, just different paint job. And they don't come with foot pegs or file cards, which is kind of a bummer. Now for Outback. Outback's character I really like, even though he didn't really get, I don't know, I guess he didn't really seem like he had that much personality. He wasn't like he wasn't in the cartoons. He was in the comics, but he wasn't like, I don't know, he's kind of a loner, didn't have a lot of lines. He was just a cool figure.
His weapons are taped in.
Alright, so he's pretty cool looking. Once again, I wish it wasn't the Tiger Force one. His orange shirt isn't too bright orange, so that's kind of cool. But there is something these Tiger Force figures did that really bothered me. They did it back then and they're doing it now. Outback doesn't have gray hair. And the original, there was like an Action Force Tiger Force figure that came out like 2 years after the 1987 original Outback. It had white hair too. And it's like, and they did that with Frostbite too. Like, his Tiger Force figure had red hair and the original figure had brown hair. It's like, why are they dyeing their hair to match their outfits? Like, just make their hair, use the same head. You don't need to, just make the clothes different. I don't dye my hair every time I change my clothes. I feel like this backpack opens because I have a little backpack just like it. Maybe it doesn't. I have a little backpack that it looks just like this, but it does open and you can put stuff in it. This one you can't. It's just got little pegs on it so you can stick the shovel. I think it probably goes like this. You put the shovel on it and you can put, actually you can stick the gun on it too, even though the gun has a strap. Maybe not. It totally looks like the trigger is square. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you're supposed to, but you can. Then it's got its magazine. It's cool that they make the magazines come out, although they should make them come with more than one magazine then. Like, what's the point of just taking it out for the sake of taking it out? All right. And yeah, so then he's got a holster for his gun. Right there. Did I show you the gun? I don't know if the gun's supposed to go there, but it can. Shovel goes there. This gear that he comes with is pretty similar to the original figure. He's got a little sheath for his knife. I know I'm doing a bad job of putting these up to the camera. The lens is not where I feel like it should be. And then this little, whatever it's called, slides right in there. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Couple of survivalists So they actually make a good team. He's got jungle experience as well as just like survival experience in general. So yeah, if you're on a mission with these two guys, you're probably gonna do okay. So it looks like my Joes are kind of catching up to my Cobras. If you like these videos, like and subscribe, and we'll keep making more. And I will see you guys next time.